Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
Are you guys ready for another monster movie?
Yes, we are.
These are the only monsters I can find. So. So this one is called Pacific Rim. You guys have not heard of it before, you were saying when I was setting up.
No, I have not. I've never heard of it.
We might have mentioned it before. I think I did on Transformers, but it's one of those things where it's like you can't associate it with anything really, so it's going to be a fun surprise. So this came out in 2013. It's been highly requested for a while now. Almost won a few polls on our Patreon, and then finally just won. So very nice. Thank you guys for voting. If you guys have requests, you can always request on our channel. The best place to do it is through our Patreon because we get thousands of requests every day, which again, thank you for that, guys, because it's so fun to actually see what you guys want us to watch, and it's always exciting. So this is directed by Guillermo del Toro. So we've seen a few things of his before. Charlie Hunnam is in this. Idris Elba, we know him as Heimdall. And he plays other roles as well, but that's my favorite role of him. He's just so amazing. Rinko Kikuchi, Charlie Day. Now, I know Charlie Day from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but you guys don't know him, right?
No.
So it's a weird show, but it is really funny. It's just very manic and crazy, and he has like a high-pitched voice, and I'm not sure if that's his real voice or not, but I think it might be, so we'll find out. And then Robert Kaczynski, Max Martini, and Ron Perlman. We know Ron Perlman. I've seen him. I don't remember where we saw him from on the channel, though, but we have seen him. He plays Hellboy, at least the old Hellboy. So love him. And Mana Ashita. So some of these faces we might know from the channel once we see them, but name-wise, some of them don't seem familiar. You guys are completely
we just have to see.
You have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm. I did tell them during setup that there are big monsters like Godzilla, although not related, and then there are big machines like Transformers.
Boy.
You guys have told us in the past that this universe, I guess, is in the same one as Transformers, and I know you guys will tell us in the comments too, so thank you for always like filling in the blanks for us when we have questions. So yeah, so just to give you kind of an idea what's going on, but I love your pure reactions.
Yes. I feel bad for the humans.
I don't know, maybe it'll be a good thing, who knows?
Yeah, maybe they're controlling the machines.
Pacific Rim.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Poor San Francisco, that bridge.
Never go on it.
I know. Oh my god, that's tremendous.
Hopefully it doesn't tip
Was
over.
he having some?
It's such a cool idea.
Wow.
It is, and it's good that they have that slowness, so they are going to
To
see.
show you, yeah.
That's something. Wow.
Much weight.
Ooh.
Excellent. Really fun.
Just don't squeeze it. Oh, it went right through.
Oh gosh.
Oh. It took
Oh
him.
my god. Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh, it just ripped him out right in front of him.
Oh.
I think you found something good today.
Oh.
Whoa, watch yourself.
Watch out.
Watch it. Ooh. It's a... Oh wow.
See, they need the Jaegers. Whoa, that's
No.
pretty awesome. Oh, better or worse.
Ew.
In the beginning, the Kaiju attacked the space for 24 weeks.
This is a piece of a Kaiju's brain. Now, unfortunately, it's
Ew, look at it.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
still alive.
The scars.
God.
It's like, ooh, but ooh.
That's my room.
Ah.
I mean, come on. I thought you wanted to be a pilot. Kaiju human drift experiment, take one.
No, he's doing it on his own.
Yeah.
God, there you see. Oh.
Ew. A bunch of them contained.
Look at
a peeper.
Yes. Beep.
5 minutes, you're gonna be inside my head.
It's so weird.
You look good.
You don't think any bad thoughts.
Yeah, right. Ooh, someone should think of me. Ooh.
She gets stuck in a memory.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Ooh. That is.
Give me that shoe.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
That's my
Oh
cannon.
my God. No, no, no.
Come on, wake her up.
Oh my God. Wake her. Yes. Look at her. Ooh.
It's a horrible memory.
Yeah.
There's got to be a
Oh, wake
fail-safe.
up.
Ooh, look at all the jars.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Wow, nice room.
Yeah.
In mint condition?
He's going.
Ew.
Seen them alive.
Ooh. Yeah, look at the shoes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, some big activity.
Ooh.
42-meter dilation.
Oh, wow.
One.
Oh, oh no.
Just to lift that up, I mean, I can't even imagine
I couldn't either.
how many tons that
Wow.
is, and you have helicopters for this.
So much. Ooh.
Oh, they're the first two. Go.
Ooh.
Oh, right with the tail. Tail's so strong.
Ah,
Man, they're
Nice.
completely in sync.
okay.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh boy, whoa.
Whoa. Yeah, its tail even has some kind of grabby.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, we grabbed one again.
Got him.
Oh, what does he have?
Ooh.
Oh my God, look. Oh. Ooh.
Uh-oh, is that acid?
What is
Oh,
that?
yeah,
Acid.
again, that.
Yep,
Another
two.
one.
Ooh.
Holy crap, no
My
freaking
God.
chance.
I,
Oh, he has a power up too. An EMP, I bet. Ooh, it messes with your
ooh,
link.
ooh.
ooh, ooh.
Another
God,
city
like you just
gone.
killed 10,000
Oh
people.
boy.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad when they were in the water.
Like that.
No, don't disengage.
Don't!
Oh,
Whoa.
no.
Why would he do
Oh.
that?
Old man, do it.
You guys are the best hope.
Oh my God. Ooh.
Crap.
Fling.
Okay. Whoa.
Sorry about the bridge.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh.
You want to play that game? We'll use some more toys.
Ooh. Break the jaw.
Oh.
Okay, arm off.
Ooh, there you go.
Inside it. Inside, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Give him some good heartburn.
Check for a
Be
pulse.
careful.
Double
Ew.
tap.
Ooh.
Hey, you know what? That's good.
Yeah.
Scared my pants.
He doesn't hear. He's trying to get me.
So pushing
What's the
forward.
little dude? Psych you out.
Trans. Whoa.
Luckily they moved. Yeah, it's totally going for him.
Yeah.
Ew, ooh, that's pretty though.
Ooh, come here, my pretty.
Whoa.
I love the music that he. Oh, he has a ship.
Imagine being on a skyscraper and just seeing this from eye level.
I know.
God.
Oop, and then
And then you're dead.
Oh my.
Watch out.
ooh, yeah, pull it out.
Jeez.
Oh no!
Oh.
With wings, of
Oh,
course it
of
has
course.
wings.
Flying away.
Oh,
gosh.
perfect.
Oh, he's
my
gonna
God.
trap him.
Oh.
Oh, that was a good sword.
Sawing it right off. Ew, yep, they're gonna fall.
Oh.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
That was awesome.
Oh, we have to keep doing it.
Oh,
Hopefully
so
no
you
one's
do
below
slower
him.
and slower.
Yeah.
Would you really touch that with your bare hands?
I think it's sacred or something. I don't know. You know, we've been doing it for so long. No, I wouldn't.
My God.
They have gloves. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
You guys are screwed.
He's gonna kill you.
Whoa. Whoa.
He's gonna go after you.
Mama told me about you.
Oh.
Can't go any farther. Oh,
Whoa.
Strangled itself in the cord.
yeah.
You really? You're that obsessed?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I always wanted to touch one.
Whoops.
Oh.
Oh my god.
It was going on for too long. Ew.
Oh.
Is he really dead now?
Oh my god.
You ready for this?
These guys are such gooks.
Oh my god. Look at him.
Yeah, a toilet right there.
Oh, right in the toilet. That's a good spot.
He's got tissues
Oh
up
my
his
god. Oh my
nose.
god.
Crap, what does this look like?
Oh.
Can you jump in now while it's going
Oh.
through the portal?
Whoa.
Standard 2-team formation. Just keep
Ooh, watch out!
Watch out, right there.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Oh, just
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Ooh.
God, it has such a cool, weird mouth.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, ouch. Ooh, break his
Yeah,
face.
burn it up. Right down the middle.
Nice.
Filet.
Filet, yeah.
Get the tail off.
Uh-oh, what's that mean?
Ooh, it's calling for more.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Oh, he's setting her
no.
back.
No, just her.
reactor override now.
Oh.
Malfunction.
Ooh. Ew. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ew. Did he just eject?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
All right. Good. I thought he was going to go down.
Whoa.
Haha. So you get. That's it.
You're squeezing me too tight.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Okay, that's not what we're working.
Just hang on.
Ooh, no problem.
Okay. Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that was
always knew
good.
she could do it.
Oh wow, that was good.
I love the music in this.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's so energetic and so
Yeah, it is,
positive.
yeah. Oh god. Wow.
I mean, like,
That
that's
was
like the
fun.
main theme, you know, the whole time they're in the Jaegers. Like,
That's right.
Man, so what do you guys think?
I really enjoyed it.
I did too. It's really exciting.
I love the theory of it all. To, you know what, fight fire with fire. We're gonna make some huge machines to tackle.
They
these
sure are.
guys.
Thank goodness they did.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even imagine the imagination behind all of this. And
Wow.
we've seen Godzilla, King Kong, and we've seen Transformers. So we see these major, like, monsters and machines. But to have, like, these huge monsters keep attacking us, and we're so small, we're like ants, and it seems so hopeless. They destroy everything so quickly. It took them 6 days, which is still impressive. I mean, that's a long time, but for a huge monster, it's like, how do you even get rid of that without a
Right.
bunch of
Oh,
nuclear
sure,
weapons, which
definitely.
would destroy
Yeah, and how
most
many
of the
people
planet?
and how much money? Oh.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
so
much.
to build mecha suits that work well, that are actually as big, if not bigger, than a kaiju, it's just insane. Like, even the designs, we're still
That's right.
watching the ending credits, just in case if there's a cutscene, but, like,
Wow.
having these big suits man-made that can take
That's right.
on such a huge monster, or many
Yes,
monsters. is
and I
just
love the
incredible.
idea of having two people pilot it.
Me too.
That's right. Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So,
Gosh.
I know they were changing it up a bit where in this it made sense you would need two brains to operate something so big, but they have a theory in this that, you know, giant creatures need two brains like the dinosaurs. Unless I heard that
yeah.
wrong. I was like, wait, what? So I think they just added that in because
That's
I'm
right.
like, I've
They
never heard
added-
that
yeah,
before.
it's like,
But it's interesting to have two people operate. I think that's a lot more fun to see drifting, and only so many people are compatible for that. And it's dangerous.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure is dangerous.
not anyone can be just compatible.
That's
To
right.
do this together, you have to be one Oh, here's
Ooh,
something.
and here's a cutscene, guys. See, that's why
Oh,
it's
there
good
is.
that we
Ooh.
watched the ending credits.
Is Newton going to be here?
I know, right? He's still alive.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
God.
It didn't
One
have
of-
teeth.
Oh,
Where's my goddamn shoe?
Shoe.
That's what he's worried about.
no, your
My
shoe is
freaking
gone.
shoe, where is it?
They took it.
That was good. Okay, so I'm glad we watched. Again, I'm going to have it going in the background just in case. But yeah,
I would
so
imagine
he's
he would be
That was
alive.
funny.
I mean,
That
really.
was funny.
He just
Yeah.
gobbled him up and then
Oh,
died.
my
So.
God.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like he would crush his bones and stuff because it's still
Yeah,
a big
you think
monster,
so?
teeth or not, a lot of muscle. So I was like, ooh.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
It was
so
too funny
he
to
Oh, my
survived.
God, that was funny.
I mean, him and the scientists were hilarious because here you have like this big scary boss who sells this stuff illegally,
Yeah,
like
on the
all
black
monster
market.
Right,
junk.
yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So here the scientist is like all crazy and he's just so obsessed, but I guess he liked him because I'm like, there's so many times he almost killed him or wanted to
That's
kill
right.
him. And,
He's so annoying. He's cute.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
he's-
that. So
Yes.
him taking the radio away, just like the
Oh my
walkie-talkie
God, he was
away,
annoying.
just like I'm like, you're asking
Very
for trouble,
ambitious.
but he did, and he even smiled when he came back after he was initially stalked and attacked. You know, like, you owe me a brain.
That's right.
So hey, he survived, so that's great. And what do you think about the monsters?
Oh,
They
my
were really
God.
different. They were really different. Different than
I
King
like the
Kong.
mouths. We've
know,
seen
those
that in a
big-
couple
they're
of
scary.
different shows where it's like a star mouth, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
that blue acidy stuff is really
Oh, it was-
that's really sickening.
it's so glowy. I
It's
just
Yeah, that's like,
just to
spewing
make it
out.
more alien, you know. I just
Yeah.
like that.
God. I love the kaijus. I liked when that surprise one had the wings.
Yeah, I mean
that's
that was
right, I was
dramatic
surprised about
too
that,
because
yes.
it's like you felt
Like,
the
of
build
course,
up.
what else are you gonna have?
Because it's like
Yeah,
do
just
do
take them
do,
off.
like it's like oh boy. So everything that happened was so exciting. Like I felt myself focused all the way through to the monsters, to the huge machines, the Jaegers. Like even the
well,
names are a
yes.
lot of fun.
Yeah, and even the human connections, you know, the rival team, and you
that's
know,
right. Yeah.
I
liked it.
honestly
Very
enjoyed that a lot because here we've been seeing monster movies now, the Transformer movies we saw, and those were definitely a lot of fun. This one, I think they actually mixed everything. There was good balance between everything because we had the character development. We really could enjoy the human part of it because other monster movies we saw, they have good characters in that, but it was hard to kind of balance and really care about the human characters. But in this one, I really loved that, and we were focused more on the bond, whether it was a, you know, brother to brother, son to father, and then we had possibly a romance or just good friendship between the two main
and
characters.
a father and
That's right.
daughter, really.
Father,
Yeah, and
yes,
father and
father and
daughter.
daughter.
Yeah.
So it kept showing those connections because we needed to see that and relate it to the robots as well because they needed to do that to survive, to function, these robots. And
Yes.
that
Those
was
are
well
really
done. I
yeah.
really like that. And even with the romance, it was a strong action romance, but it wasn't like sappy and full on like, oh, like I just
Yeah.
like how they did it and it wasn't over the top. You could tell they had a
Yes.
good connection, and even from the start with
Right
Mako.
from the start,
right,
Beckett
yeah.
thought she was the perfect candidate to be with him,
Yeah.
and she
And he was confident with it, like them fighting together in their minds, like the way they would banter back and forth and
That's
fight,
right,
like they
yeah.
were just in tune and in sync even then. So he just knew. And for the Marshal to be like that, like his character was great, and he was so fatherly. Like, what did you guys think
He was
at
a-
first?
He was a protector of his daughter.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mako,
he's
you know,
known.
he was
He
really
knew what
good.
she went through
Oh, the poor girl.
and what he
yeah.
saw at her lowest point of her life,
Yeah, so it
and
makes
he
perfect
took her
sense.
in and gave her the red shoe, and
I know. I was wondering, like,
was
what did you
perfect,
think
yeah.
at that moment? Because we didn't know the connection yet. What did you think was his connection with
then
her?
maybe he did save her. But then when we saw her memory,
That's right.
when she was connected to Beckett, I was like, maybe that wasn't a good idea because it brought her right to that
Oh,
moment.
that's right. And she couldn't get out of it.
So I was
Thought of it.
kind of fearful that she wouldn't be able to survive that mission.
Yeah.
Oh,
I heard
yeah,
you
that's
say
right.
something too that you were worried that he was being really protective too because he didn't want any more information to come out.
Yes, I
About
thought
him,
he'd
like he
be
was being
vulnerable. Yes, more vulnerable. Beckett would see that.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't want
Yeah.
that because he's supposed to be the leader of this this whole thing.
Yeah. So do you think he had like a relationship with her, or like why was he so protected before we knew? Any idea at all?
Fatherly.
I think so too.
I thought he just,
definitely
you know,
just trying to protect her.
I mean, once we finally saw more hints during the drift, it made more sense. But before that, I was trying to guess. And when she said out of respect, like he's not controlling me, or however she said it, she's like, it's out of respect. I was like, okay, well, maybe something happened in the past where he saved her. That's why she is so respectful towards him. But I didn't know it went as far as adoption. I mean, he raised her. I'm assuming he adopted her, of course.
Yeah.
And so he had like a fatherly.
And she was
relationship.
so smart.
Oh,
So I didn't know. Also, I didn't know if it was like a mentor student, like she was the star, and there was no way.
She even said
her.
sensei at the end. I was like, oh, like teacher.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you didn't know if that was, you know, she was the mind behind all this too. You know, he might have needed her in some aspect on the ground instead of, you know, in a Jaeger.
Yeah. I mean,
She
it's
was
such
phenomenal.
a dangerous line of work for sure, but you need pilots like that to be able to do that because, I mean, the machines are one thing and you only have so many, but you need the best of the best to operate them. Otherwise, the machines will get destroyed and that's it. You know, you have no more protection. The walls, nothing else was helping. And just a tangent really quick, too. And that one proud and rude guy that died, like he really went full circle where I was like, oh god, this guy's gonna be annoying all the way through, where they're gonna start battling together and he's gonna keep mocking him. Beckett and Maury are gonna help them win the battle, and then he's still gonna be like, well, I don't care. But he was different. He was actually still in the background because he's stubborn, but he did nod, like he did respect it. But I thought it was gonna be a one-dimensional, like just angry, didn't care, and would just snuff them every time he should have thanked them. But he sacrificed himself, and he knew that going in with the marshal.
Yes, and he was all too proud to do it because we found out that that was his father. He was working with the whole time. So that that was heartfelt because he knew he couldn't be with his father. So, and he has to help. And look, there's not many Jaegers out there anymore. Yeah. So they have to, you know, it's greater in number. Yeah. But if you don't have a lot of numbers, I mean, he can't pick his friends anymore. He's got to trust the small, you know, as many people as they can. I mean, they only have a handful of guys going to fight these things now. Yeah. He's got to stick with these guys. He's got to trust because one day they might be partners. You never know.
Yeah, and it's such a rare thing too. Like when you really think about it, there's less machines, there's less Jaegers out there, and the Kaiju are getting bigger every time, right? Like they're slowly upgrading, and then there's more, not just one. Now you got two, and then the theory they have, the scientists, like he was like, oh well, soon we're gonna have 3, 4, like every so many minutes. Like, oh my god, like how do you even do that? And having such massive creatures, like I just think there wouldn't be any ground left because it would just be bodies everywhere. I mean, just of those monsters because they're so big. But you have these machines that need warriors, that need soldiers that can operate these machines and are compatible. So you have all these key things that you need to make this machine work properly. So it's such a rare honor. You're going to risk your life. Like that is a huge deal. So it is amazing, and I think they're so heroic for it. And just like being in the machines themselves, like you can feel the weight of everything. Like, just being
so much.
When they were stepping down.
I love that too. And I felt like, man, I got to work on my core right now because I have to be so in sync. But I love that. You mentioned that too, Kim, in the beginning of the reaction where, you know, when we first see it in action for the first time, and we see them kind of moving slow because you could just feel the weight of it pulling. And we're in sync with the actual machine actually walking like that. So it's not like they're like da 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 da, and you have this machine that's like kind of moving faster, like they were truly in sync with it. So it made it a lot more believable that way.
It did.
That's right. Yes, it did.
Yeah, it was great. It was, and you have to be so choreographed with your partner. I mean, when they execute, you know, power thrusters or whatever they were, I mean, they did it all together, punching. Anything, the sword.
Interesting concept. You know, you have to be perfectly bonded, drifting to make sure that, and I like how there's like risk too there where you have to go with the flow, but you can't chase the rabbit. Like you can't get stuck in a memory. And to see that happen, which I was hoping we would see, was scary, you know, and
Oh, sure.
her hearing Beckett in the background, like trying to pull her out. But it was good to see. I was disappointed there, but it makes sense. It makes that more realistic, where she's chasing the rabbit to the point where they had to shut down the Jaeger, you know, to bring her back. Like, she wasn't like, oh, okay, you saved me, we're good now. Like, they had to show there's issues with that too.
Yeah,
Those huge
and the
risks.
marshal knew that was going to be a problem. That was another reason why he didn't want her in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So everything about it was fun. I am comparing it a little bit with Transformers because I really do like it. It is a very different energy. But this one I actually kind of liked more because the energy and the people were a lot more fun. Like, I could really
Yes,
feel
I-
their closeness, their bond.
Yes,
and-
I totally
Yes,
agree
It
with
wasn't
you.
so
Yeah.
silly, you know, like,
Yeah.
they had
It
some
was very
humor in
good,
it,
yes.
but it was more dramatic and just action-packed. And
Yeah, and
A
it
little
was
bit
an
of
imminent
romance.
danger, like all the time.
yeah.
That's
War
for sure.
all the time.
And even with the big monsters, just the way it was filmed, it was more believable. Like, you're just thrown into it, and with the same scale of robot to monster, it just really kept you entertained the entire time. And them trying to
For
save
sure.
like the small people, like in the boat and stuff during
Oh, I
too.
know.
Oh my
And then
gosh,
all
I
along, you
bet-
just, all these cities are being crushed, and
Wow.
That was
And,
so
much.
disappointing. Like, that is so scary. I kept thinking, like, my God, if this is ever a thing, will we ever get to this level where we can build machines or whatever we have to do? We never know. But it is cool to have hope like that hopefully we'll be able to resist and adapt and make, you know, be able to defend ourselves against any
Yes, that's-
threat. And that is like a major threat. So to even build a wall, I think that is important to have builders, but it sucks to build something all your life pretty much, and people are dying, like they're falling off the wall. It's so dangerous, and it does nothing. Like any kaiju, what was it, at level 3 or something, stage 3, and
Yeah,
it broke
went right
through
through
that
it.
one
Right through
in an
it.
hour.
That's
So they're
right,
like, what the
yeah.
heck are we doing this for? So, you know, trying to find means to make a living. I mean, you need builders anyways because they level a city in one night in a few hours. So it's just so like
Yeah.
discouraging to be like, holy crap, like being up against that. It's just insane. It's like such
It
a hard
is.
thing to even fathom, you know?
And when Beckett was working on the wall in Alaska, prior to that, you know, he lost his brother. They were fighting together, and he lost him, and he felt what his brother felt when he
Yeah.
was dying.
That was so
but he's still
bad.
going
That
for the
was bad.
cause. He's doing something else for the cause, but he's working on the wall. That's something that's safe, and he's just, you know, closing down because he lost his best friend, his brother.
Oh, sure.
And that's a good point too, because not only are you bonded, you get even closer with the person that you're drifting with, but you feel everything they feel, every thought that they have in that moment, and memories too, but like in that moment. And so when his brother got pulled out, and just to feel his pain of his dad, like,
Oh, yeah, that
holy
was
crap.
horrible.
And you can
Oh.
never forget
And you're
that.
helpless. You can't help
You
him.
Always
Yeah,
feel
no.
it. And even though it's really terrible, I think it was good that he was able to share that with someone else. So
Yes.
even though he still
Yes,
seems
yeah.
strong, to hold on to something like that, like you can't ever forget, like to be able to share that and talk to someone else
Release it.
about it,
Definitely.
I think would help him cope as well. To have Maury help him out is a huge deal. So scary, sad concept, but it can also be really good in that sense as well.
Right, and they can
That's
be
right,
more
yeah.
connected.
And you have to trust at that point because you know all their thoughts. You can't hide.
Yeah,
them, right?
That's right, for sure.
So you have
yes.
nothing to hide. I mean, you have to learn, I guess, to be a certain way too, because you don't want to have really bad thoughts. But I'm sure, like, if anyone drifted, like, you immediately go, "Oh my God!" And you try not
Oh,
to
you're
think
drifting
anything
too deep.
that you normally
Yeah.
don't want to think
You
of. But
are.
then it's
Yeah.
like, you know, all these weird
Oh
thoughts
my
come
God.
up because
Yeah.
you're being tested. And it's like, what?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, and the special effects in this, for how insane it was, were
Oh,
impressive.
was it crazy? Yeah.
The
It
monsters,
was, especially with the lightning
textures.
and going down the breach, toward the bridge, and the lightning coming. I mean, that was really cool.
Something
Yeah, that
else,
was
yeah.
really cool, and the monsters look pretty realistic. Besides being so bizarre looking, but
That's right.
just with the lighting, the textures, everything
Yeah,
looked
the
real
baby
there.
was
or
even-
the machines.
Pretty creepy, like.
Oh, that
you
was
know,
so creepy.
Yeah,
I know.
oh, yes.
So it was pregnant too. So they're clones. So I mean, there's a lot we still don't understand. So why was it pregnant? It seems like these little, which look the same size as humans, if not a little bigger or smaller, when we saw their world. And they make these big machines too, or big monsters. They look like monsters. They bleed and everything,
Yeah.
but maybe they're like big machines that they made organic or something.
Right.
And they're cloning them.
Yeah, like they started it.
That's right.
Yeah, so they started all of this in the first place, of course, but them sending all these monsters over, just having all these huge clones is just insane to think that way, that they use these things to take over another planet.
That's right, yeah.
Unless they artificially inseminate.
I don't know. Yeah, because I don't know why they would do. I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, they clone them because we saw the vision of them actually getting pieced together. It looked like, and then maybe they do sometimes. Maybe it's easier and cheaper to do it that way as well.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, that was interesting to see that. Just to see the main scientist
really
guy get like so
different,
excited about it. Was his name Newton?
Newton.
Yeah,
And
it
his
was just-
sidekick.
Oh yeah, they were great together. They were like
Yeah,
an old
cute.
married couple, just bickering all the
That's
time.
right.
I'll do
So
it.
awkward.
Oh my God.
So very well done. And what do you think of the idea of having a portal to another world?
Man.
To
Oh
ours?
my God, that was something else.
Well, I'm kind of glad because you have one spot that you can focus on to
That's true.
demolish.
Like that.
And to have multiple
Instead of having all these
True,
different
yeah.
fires all over the world.
Yeah. I like that
That's true.
concept too because the monsters are so huge. To have like a spaceship come over to have all these big monsters, I think that would be a little bit harder to work with.
Yeah.
But just having one come through, then multiples over time, like
To
at least it was
follow,
more
yeah.
controlled that way. And it really did make me think a little bit of Godzilla, a different idea, but how there's like tunnels to hollow earth.
Yes,
so you can
right.
quickly get
yes,
through
and
to
the
one
fighting
side.
in the water and fighting in cities,
Just big monsters in general.
just big
That's
monsters.
right.
Yeah, and yeah, definitely. And there's so much destruction, like all the time when they're in a city, but not only in the city, but when they fight in the water, the tsunamis.
Stuff that you
Sure,
don't
yes.
really think much about. And it's like, holy crap. I mean, the bomb underwater, that was insane to me because it took me a minute to
Yes,
realize,
right.
like, oh, crap. Because even though the Jaeger was moving a little bit better, once the bomb went off, like, you, I don't know, I didn't realize, like, all the water was gone for a moment. I'm like, oh, crap. And then it came back.
For
I'm
the
like,
fish.
wow.
Right.
Yeah, the fish. That was the
Sea
funny
life.
part. It's like, oh, no, don't kill the sea life. But, yeah, so it was sad that Marshall killed himself, but he did it for, I guess, the right reasons to destroy the other monsters. And I was shocked because I really thought at the end, the way they did that scene, I thought both of them were going to die. I thought Miro and Beckett were going to both die. And I'm like, there's no way they're going to get back. So one thing I don't understand, just to call it out, but when she was ejected to go back to Earth, you know, the only way to get through the portal, because they already went through to the other side, is with a Jaeger's code. But maybe because they have a Earth code embedded in them, they were able to go one way back to Earth. Maybe that's the
probably.
only way. But to get to their world, to get to the alien world, they needed alien code to go back, the Kaiju. But so that was the only thing I was like, oh, well, they already went through, and they don't have a Kaiju this time, so how can she get back? So that's why I was like, hey, wait a second. But yeah, so anyways, I'm glad she was able to be saved, and then I was 100% sure that he was totally going to die there.
I thought so
I thought
too.
so. I thought it was.
And I'm that cheesy
that's the one.
romantic, so I'm happy that he did survive.
Yes, that was
But I was
great.
like, you know what? That would be good for him to die there because it would make me really, really sad. And it doesn't have to be a perfect romance. You know, they're both heroes
That's
and they
right.
sacrificed what they had to do to save the world. But yeah, so anyways, I am happy he survived too. And they didn't kiss, so they had such a strong connection and relationship that they didn't have to finalize it with that. They
Yeah,
just
you
hugged.
didn't have to do
Definitely.
that because you knew that they were going to be together in the end. I'm so glad that she didn't lose both of them.
Yeah,
I know, because to
like
lose your
that.
dad,
It's already
adopted
hard
dad,
enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sad. But yeah, so happy ending, and I know there is a second movie out. I don't know if it follows this one or not, but I'm sure we're going to get some requests for that, so we'll see if we'll watch that anytime soon.
Oh,
We
that
do-
would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good.
So this one I really enjoyed. Sequels make me nervous sometimes, but we have seen sequels that are really good, that we really did
Yes, we
enjoy.
have.
I mean, I
That's
think
the
we'd
best.
see the Marshall in her when she's drifting. Probably in
Yeah,
the future.
you know,
Yeah.
maybe some more memories or something. That would be pretty cool if
Oh,
she's in it. I
possibly,
mean, that would
yeah.
be awesome to follow her story again.
Yeah.
But yeah, so guys,
Very
you know
good.
that we do have polls on our Patreon if you want to request things, and you can check our Patreon every Monday. Pretty much, we have polls For TV shows, sometimes because we get committed to full series, you know, that take a while to watch. But with movies, every Monday for the most part, besides one, you can request and then you could vote for things there. So maybe we'll be watching this sooner than we think. Who knows?
Yeah, never know, unless you do the poll.
That's
Yes.
right.
So, guys, you can check our description box if you want to check out anything else of ours. We have merchandise if you want to buy that. You know, shirts, mugs.
right.
That helps out the channel a lot. Yay! We have mugs, and we'll have more designs soon too. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Ring that bell.